So I encountered the hand that I found really interesting on the river. Pretty standard so far, and I think this can be a c-bet or a check for Dunkaroos. Can be a raise or a call for Silama, I think. I think this is a pretty mandatory bet for Dunkaroos. Just the gut shot and being able to fold a lot of flop floats like ace highs and whatnot and backdoor flush draws. Dunkaroos can definitely bluff here. I don't know if it's gonna have checks, but you can definitely bluff here. Silama is a mandatory raise, and I think wondering how good of a bluff this is, because it might be a good bluff because Silama is obviously representing a bunch of tens, and so to the shove, Silama should fold a bunch of tens, because you know the weakest value raises are going to be 10x, not king x. I think maybe some king queen off, yeah, but mostly just gonna be 10x. So a lot of 10x gonna be folded, I think. And Jack-9 is gonna pure call. So in Silama's Jack-9 is gonna raise call. Like he's gonna have some Jack-9s just calling the turn there. And Dunkaroos with the Jack of Spades specifically. Also a better jack than another jack, because of the Jack of Hearts or Jack of Diamonds, Silama would raise more often on the flop when it's a Jack-9. So the Jack of Spades is pretty good. Like the Jack-9 with the Jack of Spades, Silama will play this way more often than other Jack-9s, I think. So the Jack of Spades specifically, I do think is a good blocker. And with that logic, it seems that the Jack-Five of Spades could be a pretty good bluff-shove there, bluff-shove choice to try to fold out a bunch of tens, which are also unblocking with the 5. Right, with the 5 of Spades, we're unblocking his 10x's as well. So to me, the logic seems there that Jack-Five of Spades is at least not a terrible bluff choice there for Dunkaroos. But let's, I'm very curious and let's get into it. Okay, so the solver does bet bigger. Going to assume this is only sizing. And Jack-Five of Spades sort of prefers checking. Okay. A very big polarizing raise size in Silama's shoes. And let's see, this is his combo. Yeah, can raise is mostly going to call. 10 of Spades, and the solver is indeed betting sizing similar to Dunkaroos' sizing. Oh wow, okay. So Jack-Five of Spades, even though the gut shot is actually pure checking this. I did not expect that. And it is definitely close. We see, some similar hands betting, right, with the gut shot or being allowed to bet. I guess this turn sort of, because his c-betting range is still quite wide, and this turn sort of hits the collar quite well. He needs to tame it down that much on this turn for this bet size that better candidates like flush draws, just hands with better equity when called, like 9-5, or flush draws, just get prioritized over low equity hands when called, like the Jack-4 of Spades, or of course the Jack-5 of Spades is what he had. But so yeah, the solver, let's just go with it, I guess. Or maybe we should note lock. Maybe we actually note lock this. Just like do a 25% on the Jack-5 of Spades specifically, should be fine. I was going to say pretty standard call by Silama's combo, but hey, look at all these raises that the Jack-10 is making. Still a very big polarizing raise, and of course this is about blockers, blocking the straight and 2 pairs and folding out a lot of kings obviously, or even aces. Like all these kings without backup, ace king and king queens, all of these are folding. So yeah, it's actually a pretty strong raise to make. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let's take a look as played. The solver also bets small here, and yeah, the Jack-5 of Spades is a pretty pure bluff. Okay, so I just gave it 2 sizes, like Dunkaroos bet 33%. Gave it 75% as well, and the solver does mix there. Jack-Five of Spades is preferring the smaller bet. Let's assume he does have 2 sizes because the solver loves doing that as well, I guess. Very interestingly and unexpectedly to me is that a lot of Jack-10s are just calling here. His combo is mostly raising. Of course, he's raising a lot bigger. And with that, even his combo is mixing about 50-50. But nevertheless, yeah, still a bunch of 10x, will be raising, mixing actually, and are probably going to fold to a bunch of shoves. Right, it is in fact the weakest value raise. I mean, King 8 is value. No, that's bluffing. Now that's bluff-shoving. Sorry, yeah, I thought it was 2 pair, but no. King 8 is actually bluff-shoving. Sorry. No, yeah, 10x is indeed the lowest value raise. So now let's take a look if that Jack-Five of Spades actually is a good candidate to bluff-shove with. Well, the solver pure folds it, not even close. Yeah, the King 8 in his shoes is the premier candidate. King 7, because of these calls, the 10-8 and the 10-7, because indeed a lot of 10x are folding, but even Jack-9. I thought, my logic was that Jack-9 would pure call and that's why the Jack would be a good blocker. It's actually not. Because, GTO, the Jack-9 is folding a lot. Because, what do you beat? Huh? Which value shoves do you beat with the Jack-9? Yeah, that's another thing. So yeah, no, those full houses is what we want to be blocking. So King 8 and King 7. Those are what it seems the premier bluff shove candidates for Dunkaroos. So yeah, Silama did play it, quote unquote perfectly. We don't know his frequencies, but in line with GTO. And Dunkaroos sort of made two mistakes, I guess. He shouldn't really bet this turn, and he shouldn't shove this river. But anyway, like I might have made the same mistake. I'm not gonna judge anyone, but hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.